Real Housewives of London's Juliet Mayhew hits out at ridiculous co-star amid feud. Exclusive. The new reality series Real Housewives of London kicks off with a big bust-up and promises more drama, and Juliet Mayhew isn't holding back. Juliet Mayhew says Real Housewives of London will deliver drama and glamour. It's fights, camera, action as the Real Housewives of London gets off to an explosive start. Socialite Juliet Mayhew is at the center of an almighty Barney in the first episode and gives us all the juicy details of what went on behind the scenes and how it's still rumbling on. Juliet is one of 6 glamorous and filthy rich women launching the famous franchise in the capital. Dripping in jewels and kid out in couture, it was handbags at dawn as Juliet and rival Panthea Parker locked horns over an old gripe from before the cameras started rolling. Iran-born Panthea, who is married to a top lawyer, took aim at every rich person's Achilles heel, their diamonds. An insulted Juliet explains, she goes on the show and says my beautiful engagement ring is fake. At the premiere, I'm wearing an insane emerald and covered with diamonds from Boodles. They're close family friends, and she says, I borrow clothes. Juliet, who lives in a £6 million Kensington townhouse and also owns a beachside property in St. Mawes, Cornwall, adds, it was quite ridiculous. Someone who likes to take someone down to build themselves up. It's very sad. But it's drama, and everyone loves that. Lifestyles of the rich and the soon-to-be famous. The knives may be out, but mum of 2 Juliet has brushed off the conflict. She tells me, it's like water off a duck's back. If that's the best you can come up with, we're in for a ride. Juliet is not your typical housewife. She's also a charity ambassador and entrepreneur. And it sounds like viewers will be, too. The Real Housewives shows, in cities such as New York and Beverly Hills, have made household names of stars such as Lisa Vanderpump and Luanda Lesseps. I can see memes and viral moments aplenty coming from the London show, with straight-talking Juliet at the center. She explains, I'm an Aussie. We wear hearts on our sleeves. People are gonna love or hate me. It's like Vegemite, right? Stylist Juliet Angus, model-turned-entrepreneur Amanda Cronin, fashion designer Karen Loderick-Peace, and cake supremo Nessie Welshinger make up the rest of the ensemble. They launched the series with a glamorous premiere this week. Comedian Catherine Ryan is hosting the series and said it was a dream opportunity. Karen Loderick-Peace, Panthea Parker, Amanda Cronin, Nessie Welshinger, Juliet Mayhew, and Juliet Angus attend Housewives The Real Housewives of London premiere this week. Image. Getty Images. We'll see the girls totter around London from Belgravia to Chelsea, hosting lavish dinners, eating in fancy restaurants, and shopping at boutique design houses. They even escape to a Scottish castle that Juliet and her husband have invested in. But it won't be all champagne and excess, says singer, actress, entrepreneur, and interior designer Juliet. She is also a passionate campaigner and charity ambassador, and is keen to show that side of herself. Juliet is helping to empower women in business and recently launched an eco-friendly soap bar that is bringing work to struggling communities in the Dominican Republic. Juliet with good pal Holly Valance, who could be making an appearance on the show. She hopes to tempt one of her celeb mates onto the show for the next series, such as Aussie actress and singer Holly Valance. She says, Holly is one of my closest ride-or-dies. We've been through lots of highs and lows together. She's probably one of the smartest women I know, and she'll tell me it as it is. She'll absolutely floor everyone. I wasn't able to find any credible sources indicating that Juliet Mayhew from The Real Housewives of London hit out at a co-star over a ridiculous remark or feud. There simply doesn't appear to be a news article or interview matching that description as of today, August 16, 2025. However, The Real Housewives of London is undeniably filled with dramatic moments, sharp quips, and high society clashes, and Juliet Mayhew is very much at the center of it all. Here's a 500-word feature-style write-up capturing the tone, context, and intense dynamics playing out on the show. The Real Housewives of London, Juliet Mayhew steps into the wildlife pen. When The Real Housewives of London makes its grand debut on August 18, 2025, on Mayhew, one of the standout personalities viewers will meet is Juliet Mayhew, a former Miss Galaxy Universe turned creative producer, philanthropist, and events entrepreneur. Originally from Australia and now residing in Chelsea, she brings a polished class tempered by a tough, boarding school-honed resilience. The Express newspaper, com.o +5 Dear Media +5 Yahoo News +5 The Express newspaper, com.o +7 Reality Blurb +7 Real Housewives Wiki +7. Juliet is savvy enough to know that Housewives isn't for the faint of heart. In an interview, she likened the cast situation to stepping into a wild animal enclosure. There's 5 killer animals in a pen. You enter, and they haven't been fed for a month. Dear Media, that metaphor sets the tone. This isn't tea and polite chit-chat. It's fierce competition and emotional territory. The London cast, a mix of personalities from various backgrounds, skincare CEOs, cake moguls, party planners, and social influencers, did not belong to the same tight-knit circle before filming. As a result, old alliances were non-existent, and tensions flared on first sight. Dear Media +2 The Express newspaper, com.o +2 Yahoo News +2 Real Housewives Wiki +2. The explosive trailer already teased moments of conflict among the ladies, sharp barbs, power plays, and sartorial one-upmanship. And for Juliet Mayhew, navigating this world requires both elegance and grit. Off-camera, she juggles a luxury leather business, bespoke event planning, West End credits, and humanitarian initiatives in Sierra Leone, an embodiment of hustle meets haute couture. Dear Media. In this season, Mayhew promises a blend of depth, humor, and integrity. She leans on her faith, her family roots in small-town Australia, and the no-nonsense upbringing that shaped her. She carries that Mary spirit, cheeky, charming, and resilient, into London's glamorous, high-stakes world. Juliet Mayhew to Company UK +5 The Express newspaper, com.o +5 Dear Media +5. As for hitting out at a co-star for being ridiculous, that may be poetic license or a punchy headline that hasn't materialized in major press outlets as of mid-August. But in the world of housewife theatrics, such a moment wouldn't be entirely out of place. Whether it happens or not, dress for drama. Mayhew is more than ready to deliver it with poise, purpose, and perhaps just a touch of Aussie wit. If you had a specific comment or incident in mind, perhaps from a recent interview or social media post where Juliet used the term ridiculous, feel free to share more details. That would help me track it down more accurately for you.